Sono una delle band di maggior successo degli ultimi 20 anni e tornano con una nuova cantante e un nuovo disco, Looking for Stars. Loro sono gli Uberphonic e dopo i successi internazionali di pezzi come Mad About You o Hunger Never Dies, che tutti anche per sbaglio abbiamo ascoltato almeno una volta, pubblicano un singolo che si intitola Romantic, che ci hanno raccontato essere stato scritto in Italia. Ho avuto il piacere di incontrarli durante la promozione di questo nuovo lavoro qui a Milano. Questa è la mia intervista agli Uberphonic.
Oh, we have less hair.
Yes. So losing my hair, got older, wiser, but
I think you know, like we evolved in a way that you know, like we were always making music that was soundtrack inspired, and so you know, through the years, the movie just changed. You know, we always make music to a movie that doesn't exist. When in the 90s we started, it was like a dark, like you know, very weird movie. Then you know, in the year 2000, it became more like a glamorous Hollywood movie. Then that in 2010, you know, James Bond came along, and you had like the film noir of the 50s. And nowadays we're back again, I think, back to like a bit more like an art house kind of film, you know, like a kind of like more intelligent, melancholic movie or something, Wes Anderson or something, you know. So it's just like, you know, that's the evolution of Uberphonic, I think. We always make music that's very visual, like on the new album you have tracks like Feathers and Tar and, you know, like Or Leafy Skies. It's, when you close your eyes, you really see images. And, you know, just the images changed through the years, you know, and we have less hair.
Don't ask me to tango, just take me back home. Don't be
Actually, Romantic was written here in Gallerate, you know, like it's my second home, you know, like Luca Chiaravalli has his studio there, so and I often write with him. And I still remember, you know, like not that long ago, being in the studio one morning. And when we meet, you know, like after a cup of tea, and he drinks coffee, I have a cup of tea. Then the first thing we ask is like, so what did you do lately? And then we play tracks to each other that we've written, you know. And I played him a demo of a track called The Orient Express, you know, like a very film-inspired kind of John Barry kind of like. A song about a woman on the Orient Express, you know, like always kind of attracting danger, and very kind of like, you know, very visual track. And he heard the intro and says like, man, that's a fantastic intro. Can't we sample it as if it's like a sample from an old John Barry movie and then make a new song with it? And I was like, I don't know, you know, I just written this track, you know, like, and then you're gonna sample, you know, my demo. Yeah, but I got this great idea. So basically we did. We just took a sample of the demo, and you know, I think it was 10 in the morning, and at 7 at night we had Romantic.
I'm not romantic.
Well, we are always looking for stars, you know, and here she is, and we found one again, you know, like a brilliant star. So, first of all, you know, like it's also because it's one of Luca's favorite tracks, you know, but also it says a lot, you know, like about our constant search for talent, you know, and it's not because we want to be in constant search of talent, but sometimes singers leave, and then we're obliged to go look for new talent. And you know, I don't know, in a former life we probably were really, really nice people, because we always are so lucky to find really like talented people to work with. So, but that's one thing, and of course the second thing is that Luca really liked the track and also picked the track and said like, I really want that track to be on the album, which is as she describes, the perfect marriage between like a song of today and Uberphonic. Yeah, that's a good question. Why did we choose her now? We've chosen her because she has the perfect voice for our music. And it's like, you know, we've met each other in the Voice of Belgium. You know, I'm a coach in the Voice of Belgium, and she was participating. She was really young, and so basically she became part of my team. We started working together, and she won the contest, and we've written already a lot of tracks for the new album, and at some point, you know, we were supposed to kind of make a single together just for Luca, and I gave her a list with 10 songs, and one of them was romantic, and she picked it, and she said like, that's the song I want to sing. I said like, yeah, but that's the first single of the new Hooverphonic record. She said like, well, then I'll become the singer, you know. And I was like, I don't know, but I'm always curious, like, well, let's try, you know, let's see what happens. And she started singing the track, I still remember, and couple of takes, and it was just perfect.
I'm not romantic. Don't be dramatic.
And so it's like, you know, she is a very good singer, but she also has the perfect kind of like timbre and the perfect kind of like, you know, there's the perfect connection with what we do. And that's not easy to find, you know. You can have like fantastic singers. Like, let's take an example. You know, Beyonce is a fantastic singer. We all agree. But would she be the perfect singer for Hooverphonic? No, it wouldn't really work. So it's not about like finding a good singer. No, it's finding the right good singer, and that's a really difficult one, because we're looking for somebody who sounds very kind of natural, but underneath is very technical, because it's very difficult to sing our music. So you need someone who has enough technique and enough, you know, like, but at the same time has this kind of natural flair, you know. And at the same time you want someone that's sounds kind of sometimes maybe a little naive, but who's can on the other hand be a big diva, you know, like really like the diva. And in another song you need to be like very gentle and very kind of dreamy, and so it's a very weird mix actually, and you have to find that in one person. And after all these years it's becoming even more difficult, because we had like different singers with different personality, different kind of voices, and she needs to sing all these songs that were sang before and reinvent them. And we were actually not looking, and most of the time when you're not, it's like in a relationship, you know, if you're not looking for your girlfriend or your wife, you will suddenly meet her, you know. But if you're looking, you will never find her. So we were not really looking, we were just making it 3 albums, and suddenly she was there.
Just take me back home. Don't take me for granted. I'm not the kind of.
I can't say that exactly, but since I was a little child, we would go every year to Portugal on holidays, and my mom had
MP3 player.
With all kind of music and a lot of Hooverphonic, and I would always go grab it and walk around the house with my mom's music, and there was always Hooverphonic. So since then I know the songs.
'Cause I'm not romantic.
I think the fact that they're all catchy tunes, they're quite instant, they instantly grab you, but at the same time, you know, after 30 times listening to it, you're not fed up with it. And that's very difficult. In these days of Spotify and Apple Music and whatever, and YouTube, you know, people have no patience anymore, so they listen to a track and instantly you need to kind of like grab their attention. And most of the time, you know, that kind of songs are songs that, you know, after 5 times listening, you're just fed up with it. It's like an instant thing, but it's like, you know, if you have like a salad and there's like a lot of olive oil, you know, like it will maybe attract you. But if there's not enough vinegar on it, after 5 bites, you know, you're fed up with the salad. It will not keep your appetite. So in music, it's the same, you know. You need to kind of find a way of creating a song that has depth, that has something more, that is not kind of superficial, that is really like, but at the same time, in the beginning, in the first 10 seconds, has some kind of magic that immediately, you know, takes you on a trip. And I guess, you know, we've been working really hard on that, and I think all 11 songs have that, you know, and that's something to be proud of, I think, you know. To make an album that on Spotify, you know, people will like to listen to, but at the same time, someone who's really like a music lover and he loves the vinyl, he will buy the vinyl, put it on, listens to the vinyl, and will, after 50 times, still love the record, you know.
You like me ecstatic, I know I'll regret it if I don't tell it straight to you. I'm not romantic. I'm not romantic.
Yeah, we're gonna be touring in Italy again, so we're gonna be at the end of March. We're gonna do 2 dates, part of our European tour. We're gonna do Brescia and Modena. And then in April we're coming back for some more shows, also in the south of Italy. So that's gonna be fun. April, the south of Italy.
Yeah.
We're already looking forward to that. The only problem we have with it is we gain too much weight because we eat too much over here. It's like, you know, it's like every meal. It's like, so I guess we're gonna first go on tour in Holland,
Yes.
and then when we lost
And
5
then-
kilos, we come to Italy, and then we can gain again. You know.
Don't be
Yeah.
such a poser, don't try to seduce me too. You like me ecstatic, I know I'll regret it if I don't tell it straight to you. I'm not romantic.